Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 311 Griffin YouTube channel. Today's episode is brought to you by Mountain Dew. It's not a real product placement, I'm just drinking Mountain Dew at the moment. And this video, I shot this a few weeks ago, and I was trying to just try out the Eurofighter Typhoon mod. And I was having some fun with it, but I've been quite busy lately with work and family obligations and just haven't had the time to really put into DCS and making content. I've had a few ideas, but just haven't been able to put them together. And DCS has almost 100% ruined every replay that I've recorded. So, once again, I'm appealing to Eagle Dynamics to please fix the replays so that things behave almost like they did in the actual mission. But anyway, in this Eurofighter, I was just messing around. I did a dogfight against an Su-27 and an F-16 and I think an F-14. I did quite a few dogfights. And this is post-dogfight. I did a low pass or some low-level flying, and then I just decided to try to climb as high as it could climb. And I think that this thing could get quite high in altitude. It wasn't even trying, and I got pretty far up there, as you can see. Which leads me into why this type of video is pretty useless. And I've said this in a lot of videos before, but usually if I download a mod. And I'm not saying anything against these aircraft in real life. The Gripen mod was kind of the same way. The Saab Gripen and the Eurofighter Typhoon, those are both absolutely great airplanes in real life. They have a lot of capabilities, but the flight models on these mods are not accurate, and they can do things in DCS that also aren't accurate. And you can really tell just by how they gain and lose energy and things like taking off and landing, where the airplane suddenly warps and things like that. They're oversimplified models. So when you see videos of people like me and other people dogfighting in mods, just know that it's not a super accurate representation. I mean, DCS is already taking some liberties and simplifying things slightly. Just because it's ones and zeros, not real life. But the mods are even simplified beyond that. So here we go with the dogfight. This is all going to be in cockpit view stuff because, like I said, about halfway through the replay, no matter how many times I recorded it, no matter how many times I played back through it, I would suddenly, the F-16 would suddenly be following me whenever it wasn't in the actual game. But so we had the merge. I went purely vertical because this mod does have a lot of power, and the Typhoon does, it's got a lot of power in real life. But so we have another somewhat neutral merge, but my energy state is quite a bit better because just because of the mod mostly. So now I'm doing a little bit more level turn. I'm trying to maintain some altitude and also slow down a little bit so I can keep my energy up, but also get turned around in a little bit better shape. The F-16 is low, and right here I'm just trying to time things and get in a geometric position where I can pull in kind of behind the F-16 with enough energy to close the gap and maintain position. And it wasn't perfect. Obviously I'm lagging quite a bit more than I wish I was, and I'm having to go pretty vertical, which bleeds off some energy, but I am still in an offensive position. So it looks like we're starting to make things work. And then actually I overshot because I have such a hard time judging closure rates, especially in mod aircraft and aircraft I'm not familiar with. A lot of them will tell you the closure rate in modern fighters, so you can kind of gauge it that way, but I'm using track IR and a 2D screen, and that makes it a little bit tougher. I believe in VR it's a little bit easier, but so I put myself in a defensive position, but luckily I still had a lot more energy. The F-16 was virtually stalling out there. So I'm able to kind of turn around and get back in a better position here. Okay, so now we got some firing solution calculations going on. It's just a matter of flying the plane patiently to try to get on target, going through the sun there, so can't really tell for a second where the pipper is. Don't want to pull the trigger in there. And there we go with the burst. And missed, but and overshot again. I don't mind these kinds of overshoots. They're a little bit dangerous, even in guns only. But when your opponent just doesn't have any energy, and that's why you're overshooting, you can pretty much stay out of the death funnel, and you can pretty quickly get turned back around. So it's not bad practice necessarily to give that a go sometimes and overshoot, but you know, as long as you've got the energy, it's okay. It's still a mistake. I still shouldn't allow it to happen, but it's better than some other things. Like it would be, I personally think it would be worse to cut engines and continue in the vertical and then stall out, and then we have a pretty accurate burst. The pipper was on and did the damage, did the deed, won the fight, and there you have it. So slightly worthless video, but I wanted to give a channel update as to why my content's a little bit lacking here lately, and also just show this because it was fun. And with that, I'll let you guys go. Happy flying, thanks for watching.